Now the question may arise that why there is a need of these banking institutions or these financial institutions. Yes, there if we move to the next slide, there is a strategic position of the banks and financial institutions in the current complex mode of economics, right? So we cannot simply neglect the need of the banking system in the today era, as you know, finance in this modern economics functions like the blood in the human arteries. तो जिस तरह एक इंसान को ज़िंदा रहने के लिए उसकी रगों में खून का दौड़ना ज़रूरी है, तो इसी तरह मुआशरे में या किसी भी मुआशी निज़ाम में पैसे का सर्कुलेट होते रहना ज़रूरी है, राइट? और उसी की वजह से जो इकोनॉमिक नीड्स हैं और इकोनॉमिक सेटिस्फेक्शन है वो अचीव की जा सकती है. सो डेफिनेटली दिस इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल कि जनाब तमाम उन सरप्लसेस और उन डेफिसिट फाइनेंसिंग नीड्स वाली एंटिटीज़ को इकट्ठा किया जा सके, और हम ये कह देते हैं कि जनाब वो अपने बिहाफ पर इतने कैपेबल नहीं हो सकते कि एक सिस्टमेटिक वे में वो एक दूसरे की नीड्स को पूरा कर सके. तो डेफिनेटली देयर इज़ अ नीड ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूशन, राइट? As we know that here you can read in every society there are some individuals having surplus funds, and there are some individuals having funds as deficit, right? And these individuals could be in the form of groups. There could be some institutions having surplus funds, and there could be some institutions having surplus funds in deficits, right? So if there is a need of an organization, there is a need of an institution that bring all these deficits and surplus entities together. So simply we can say that financial institutions provide a link between the deficit and the surplus units. So here actually explained that there is a need of the banking system, there is a need of the financial institution that can work like the bridge between these entities. But yes, in a conventional setup, individuals and households provide funds to business through financial institutions, and they charge a fixed or floating, as I told you people before in the last slide, a risk-free rate of return from the fund users. I mean those who are in need of fund, they take funds from that institutions, and they are liable to pay back a certain certain rate of return, and this is a risk-free rate of return for the bank actually. And it give a part of the banks gives a part of that return to the fund owners. I mean the depositors of the bank, they are the savers, they are the institutions, they are the investors, they are the individuals, they are the group of individuals, and the bank keeping the remainder as spread. ठीक है, तो there is a strategic reason. In the continuity of this discussion, there are certain things to be discussed. The institutions involved in this process of resource transfer are, this is important कि वो कौन कौन से institutions हैं जो इस सारे process में involve हैं actually. तो हम उन्हें enlist कर सकते हैं like the commercial banks, investment banks, saving and loan institutions. पाकिस्तान में आपको ज़्यादातर कमर्शियल बैंक्स वो तमाम की तमाम एक्टिविटीज़ परफॉर्म करते नज़र आ रहे हैं, लैंड भी कर रहे हैं, डिपॉजिट भी ले रहे हैं, इन्वेस्टमेंट्स भी कर रहे हैं, और डिफरेंट नॉन फाइनेंशियल कंपनीज़ को फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजरी भी दे रहे हैं और फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज भी दे रहे हैं. बहरहाल in the world there are different types of these financial institutions, and they are serving in different way. But again there are specialized institutions like microcredit, SME credit, industry, agricultural, trade people, export, import, housing, leasing, venture capital, discount houses, insurance companies, fund management companies, asset management companies. So in very simple, these are all the parties involved in this financial setup, and to some extent they are depositors, and to some extent they are fund users, and in some way they are providing a link between the depositors and the fund users. But yes, we can divide the financial or these institutions in a broader two categories. One are the banks, and second are the non-bank financial companies, or NBFI, non-banking financial institutions, right? So yes, there is some differences between the commercial banks, between the NBFIs, and obviously there are some institutions who are regulating these institutions. Let's have a view of these things in detail. So if we talk about the commercial banks, they are undertaking the intermediation function between the saving surplus and the fund user units and entities, and provide checking facilities, right, to the savers and investors. So इसकी तो मिसाल बड़ी वाज़ेह, आप मार्केट में निकल जाएं आपको बेतहाशा कमर्शियल बैंक्स नज़र आएंगे जो कि इकोनॉमी को सर्व कर रहे हैं इन डिफरेंट वे, और उनके पास डिपॉजिटर्स भी जा रहे हैं और उनके पास फंड users भी जा रहे हैं, and they are providing multiple services, right? And if we talk about okay, just a minute, अगर मैं कमर्शियल बैंक्स की आपको कुछ नेम बता दूं तो हमारे पाकिस्तान में जैसे UBL है, स्टैंडर्ड चार्टर्ड है, MCB है, नेशनल बैंक है और मीज़ान बैंक है। तो इस तरह के बेतहाशा कमर्शियल बैंक्स हैं जो सर्विसेज दे रहे हैं। So if we talk about the NBFIs, they are facilitating the raising of funds for business and industry directly from the saving surplus units and households. No doubt the same facility is being provided or served by the commercial banks today in Pakistan. But yes, there are certain microfinance banks as well. There are some other non-banking, I mean they are not providing purely the banking services. I mean they may not give you the credit cards, they may not give you debit card, but they are to some extent working as a fundraisers, ठीक है? Investment banks again are a kind of NBFIs, and they derive their income from fee-based activities or profits from trading in securities. The services provided by these banks take many forms, including securities, underwriting, stock and bond trading. Right, you people may be much familiar with these terms. I'm not going to discuss these things in detail. Facilitating mergers, acquisitions, arranging and funding syndicated loans, and providing financial advices to the companies needing funds, ठीक है? तो ये बहरहाल कमर्शियल बैंक्स और डिफरेंट नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस जो हैं वो सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. Yes, there are some certain central bank in each country. पाकिस्तान में स्टेट बैंक ऑफ पाकिस्तान के नाम से एक मॉनेटरी इंस्टीट्यूशन है, एक अथॉरिटी है जो कि इन तमाम बैंकिंग और नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस को रेगुलेट करता है. और मज़ीद पाकिस्तान में SCCP, सिक्योरिटी एक्सचेंज कमीशन ऑफ पाकिस्तान जो है वो भी इनको रेगुलेट कर रहा है, ठीक है? सो this was the second part of the video. I will again meet you in the third part, and हम वहाँ पर डिस्कस करेंगे कमर्शियल बैंक की एग्जैक्टली वर्किंग के ऊपर और उसकी कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स के ऊपर और उसकी कुछ फर्दर डिटेल के ऊपर. आई होप you enjoy this lecture. So we'll meet you in the third part. Thank you so much.